Hi, Patty Durrell here, the CEO of Rock Solid Fitness and a licensed physical therapist assistant. It's September and it's newsletter time. I am bringing you the virtual letter from the CEO here on video format, so I'm super excited to connect with you every month. This virtual letter is maybe a little more somber than some. It's 20 years ago this month. We experienced a terrorist attack on our soil. I'm pretty confident that each of you who are alive on that day remember exactly the moment very vividly. I know I can remember what I was doing. I was training a client at Harbor Island Athletic Club in Tampa, and our attention was turned to the horrific sight of a plane crashing into one of the World Trade Center buildings. It was right in front of our face. And it was so confusing. I didn't know if it was an accident. I didn't know what happened. And then all the hustle and bustle in the gym at the time, people just kind of freaking out. And then we quickly learned that it was a terrorist attack. And it really seemed like the world might be coming to an end. And all I wanted to do, all I could think about was those people that I loved and what mattered most. I wanted to connect with my husband and learn that they were safe and know where they were. And a panic set in. I didn't know if I can connect with people. It was hard to get through to people. I'm sure you all remember how terrible it was. But I do feel like I was one of the fortunate ones. There was many people that I knew in the gym whose husbands, wives, friends were in the World Trade Center, and immediately the panic struck and we were wondering if they were okay and not being able to get connected to them and not being able to hear from them. And it's emotional to this day, 20 years later. So the people that I love and that I care about were safe. And like I said, that wasn't the case for hundreds of thousands of people. This country rallied. We rallied together and behaved in a neighborly way. I remember making flags out of safety pins just to kind of honor those who were not known if they were lost, and the firefighters and the police officers and everybody who was trying to find remains and learn and unravel what happened that day. So we were doing whatever we could to help and comfort those that needed it. It was not long ago at all. And for some reason today, we forget that. Our neighborly, we're in this together spirit seems to have wavered since then, only 20 years later. And I, like many people, hope that we can get that back, that spirit of we're in this together, we are one country, and we are united. This country really needs that. Unfortunately, today there is still war, and there is still death, and there are still terrorist attacks that happen every day. Lives continue to be sacrificed, lost, and negatively changed forever. We learn about it too often, like what's happening right now in Afghanistan. So this newsletter is dedicated to all those who unknowingly and knowingly sacrificed their lives, their health, and their self for the horrendous terrorist attacks that happened here on this land of the free on September 11th in 2001. Many lives were lost and changed forever. Some of those people have used their experiences to do and be better. Some suffer from it, and some do both. All American lives changed from that day forward. It was a great reminder that freedom and liberty is fragile and can never be taken for granted. So I would like to read Eleanor Roosevelt's wartime prayer, and I'm going to follow that up with a moment of silence. May we never forget that day and what happened. Dear Lord, lest I continue my complacent way, help me to remember that somewhere, somehow out there, someone died for me today. As long as there be war, I then must ask and answer, am I worth dying for? And here's a moment of silence. Thank you. Hug those you love. Reach out to those people that you care about most. And remember to love yourself too. Happy September.